Hey everybody, it's Don. I'm just making a video for fun here because I've downloaded Windows 10 and it's not bad. I think I probably expected more, I think, but I thought I'd go through a few things here if anybody's interested. Um, well, let's see, I've downloaded it, and obviously the icons, like on the taskbar, they've changed. A little bit more modern look, I guess. They made them smaller. Um, all these icons over here have changed. A little bit more modern, I think. They put, well, I should go right to the main thing that people are interested in. They put the start menu back, like it used to be in Windows 7. Not quite the way we were used to it, though. Now, it's, you still have it over here, but then they also have their tiles over here, which I don't think you can turn that off, so you're pretty much stuck with it if you didn't like it. Also, I don't believe you can change anything here. Used to be you'd be able to remove things off the list. Like if I right click it, well, I guess you can. Don't show in this list. Okay. And you can pin it to the start and pin it to the taskbar. Start meaning the tile. I think they're talking about the tiles here. So I guess that's kind of the way it used to be. Let's see, what cool features do they have on here now? Well, there's Cortana. Now you can talk to it and ask it to do things. I'll ask it something, but you won't be able to hear me for a second. Let's see. I'll ask how the weather is in Red Bluff. Hey Cortana, how's the weather in Red Bluff, California?
It's currently 83 and clear in Red Bluff.
So it's kind of cool. Kind of like a Google Now thing. I've played with it a little bit. You can open apps up or different things on the computer. I actually haven't tried that. Maybe I should try. Let's see what happens. Hey Cortana, open up Internet Edge. Okay. So it didn't do that. It opened up a result of Internet Edge, which Internet Edge, by the way, maybe it's Explorer Edge. I might have said it wrong. Anyway, the new web browser is what they call Edge, or Microsoft Edge. Maybe that's what I need to ask. Let me see here. Hey Cortana, open up Microsoft Edge.
Sure, opening Microsoft Edge.
Okay, so that's kind of cool. It'll open up apps. Also, I know that for sure. And this is the new browser. I've got it on our church history page, or no, our mission page. And kind of looks like Internet Explorer. Just got a few new features in it. One of the features is that you can put it in reading mode, but what I've discovered is it only works on some sites. Like here on our church page, the little icon up here, you can't do anything with it. It's grayed out. But there's a site that I like to go to a lot, Android Central, and this is like a tech website. And what happens is when you use reading mode, it will get rid of all these different ads on the sides. You know, you got these ad type things and all these side things. The wording, you know, is each sentence is, they're kind of spread out, not exactly centered. So here's what happens when you hit the reading mode, or reading view they call it. Let's see here. So then you get it like this. So it just, basically it tunes you in right to what you're reading, gets rid of all this stuff to take your attention away, and you can see that the wording is all centered, and Kind of cool. Not bad. I don't know if I'll actually use it or not. Let's see, what else do they have here? Oh, here's a cool feature, and I haven't messed with it yet. I just know how it works somewhat. It's called Task View, and Task View, you can have multiple windows up. Like these are two different browsers. There could be apps that you have up here, and so you can just hit that and go to anything. It's kind of like a multitask button. Also, what I think is really cool is the new desktop. Basically, you can have multiple desktops devoted to whatever it is you're doing. Let's say you're updating your website and you only want to use the tools that are, that you use for that, whether it be an illustration program or like I use Adobe Muse. Maybe you only want things like that on your desktop and you don't want all that stuff, on there. So you can make a desktop separate from the one you normally use by just hitting this button here, and you can pick it, call it whatever you want, customize it, and let's see, let's add another one. So I added another one, and I can take all this stuff off and put whatever I want on it. And then if you don't want one of them after a while, you decided, well, it's not exactly what you wanted, you just hover over it and there's a little X here. So basically you can switch to whatever desktop you want, or go to the multitask button and pick wherever you want to go. So kind of cool. I can definitely see using that. Now what else does this thing have? If you had Windows 8, a lot of these settings, these menus and the way they do things are pretty much the same. Like I go into settings here, and they've done it with these different icons, but when you go into them, this is pretty much the same setup they had for Windows 8, nothing really different, same type of setup. So far, that's about all I've really learned about it. There was a really good one that I learned. If you upgrade to Windows 10 and you don't get any audio out of your speakers, or if you're using a microphone like I am right now, you can't get any audio to come out of the speakers or any sound to, for the mic to pick up. I learned something very interesting. Had to Google, of course. What you do is you go over to the icon here for the speakers and you right click it, and then whichever one you're going to do, recording, or you're going to have to do them both, but let's say playback devices, you go to that and you figure out which one's your default. It would be this one. So you click it, and then you hit properties, and you go to advanced, and you have to pick 24-bit 44,100 hertz studio quality or higher, and there's all these different choices, but yeah, and then hit apply. Nothing would work. I couldn't get any sound to come out of my Chrome browser. It wouldn't hear any recordings I was doing. Quite frustrating. I should have Googled it right out the gate. But the funny thing is, it did work on Microsoft Edge or Internet Explorer, wherever you want to call it, but it wouldn't work on my Chrome or some other apps. As a matter of fact, it wouldn't work on the app I'm talking on right now. So that's a really good tip, in case you're wondering why it's not working. So let's see, what else do I got? Over here they've got some menu items. You can get to your downloads, and pretty history, pretty self-explanatory. Oh yeah, there's also, they've got a reading list now. So if you're gonna favorite, like a bookmark, let's say I wanted to favorite this page, I can click it, and then I have the choice between favoriting it, like picking it as a bookmark, or a reading list. And reading list is kind of cool because you may not, you know how it is when you get a bunch of bookmarks, it lands up being a big mess and you can never find anything. Well, some things you just want to look at, you know, for a while, and then you're done with them because you just want to read them. That's where the reading list would come in, and then favorites can be your sites that you know you're going to keep coming back to over and over again. So that's a pretty good feature. I like that. I see they have a share mode, and you know I was never an Internet Explorer user, so who knows, maybe there was a share mode on that, but so you can, you know, share the page to things like Facebook, and they only give you a few choices here, but yeah, check that out. Oh, and there is another good mode, this little pin right here. It says make a web note. You can click on that, and basically up here in the corner you see the, let's see if it'll actually go, okay. You can click on the pen tool here, and then you can pick the color you want. So let's make red, and then you can make however thickness you want. And then what you can do is you could draw lines, circle things or whatever, or draw a note or whatever. And then over here on the other one, it's a highlighter pen. So yellow, you know, you can pick a small, a big, let's pick a bigger yellow, and you can highlight things like this, probably much better than I can. And also you can type too. I haven't actually add a type note. So I guess, yeah, just click somewhere and then you can type a little note there. And then once you do that, I guess you just hit enter. Click away. So it'll put, you know, you can write some notes on a web page, and then once you do that, you can save it. You can save a web note, or you could just share it. I hit that little share icon up there, and then I guess you're limited to what they're giving you here. I know there was a, let's see, share a screenshot. Anyway, I know you can email it somewhere, and I'm not really sure how you do that. Save web note. Okay. So you can save it to OneNote, your favorites, or I guess a reading list. And then, so once you do that, then whatever you put on here will go with it. So kind of a cool feature, because basically it's a screen capturing program is what it is. And you're capturing things and being able to write. I know what I'm talking on now is a screen capture program, but it also does video. And, you know, there's free ones out there, but they're usually full of malware, or they're a headache or whatever. So you'll end up having to buy one. Well, they're giving it to you here in the web browser, so that's good. Oh, speaking of that, let me hit exit. There was a new feature I just learned. If you hit, let's see here, the Windows key and the G, and I don't know, oh, you know what, yeah, I don't know if it'll work in here or not. Let me try it again. No, it's not going to work on this browser here. So let me go ahead and close all these. I know it works in Google Chrome though. Anyway, you hit the Windows key and the G, and then oh, look at that, it won't stay. I don't know why it won't go. Let me try it again. Okay, right there. So here also is a screen capture program that just won't stay, so I don't know what's up with that. But you can record video like what I'm doing now, or you could you know, take a screenshot. The purpose of this is actually for Xbox, for games, and when you hit record, I believe it asks you, is this a game, and you just tell it yes, and so you'll be able to use that program there, and it's meant for gamers. So I think I've made this video long enough. If you're not bored by now or already shut me off, then well, great. So, yep, have fun with Windows 10. I'm not that impressed, but, you know, it's better than 8. So, alright, have a good day. See you guys.